And I got a surprise for everybody. We got an update on the Bali story.
What? Really?
She reached out to me tonight with an update.
Shut the fuck up.
Yep. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Rant Files. I'm Nick, and this is my lovely wife and co-host, Miranda.
Hello.
She's going in this episode completely blind and doesn't know what any of the topics are. And since today is May 5th and it's Cinco de Mayo, I figured that'll be this week's theme.
Fun.
So let's talk about it.
Okay.
Why do you think Cinco de Mayo is celebrated? Just to put you on the spot a little bit.
Ooh, hold on. No, I always fuck this up. I know that it's not Independence Day, that a lot of people think that it is. I think it has something to do with like a battle.
That's pretty fucking high speed because I didn't know that.
Yeah, because like I've read about it. I read about it like every fucking year and I just always forget.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think I ever see that.
Oh no, I always see at least like one or two posts about like the history, and then I take the time to read it every fucking year, and I never.
But it's something. I mean, with me, like if I don't see it frequently, I just kind of.
Yeah, I know I made a point to like it is not their Independence Day. That was the big thing.
That's probably the most important part.
Yeah, because that's what a lot of people think it is. Yeah.
So Cinco de Mayo is a minor holiday in Mexico, largely limited to military reenactments in Puebla, but has evolved into a massive commercialized celebration of Mexican-American culture in the U.S.
That's what I was going to say.
It commemorates the 1862 Battle of Puebla,
not
Mexican independence, and is often mistakenly viewed as the latter in the U.S. So you were 100% right. Well, 50% right.
No, I was so fucking close to being like, it's the Battle of Puebla. And then I was like, ooh, it's going to be wrong. I'm not going to say that. And then as soon as you said Puebla, I was like, fuck.
So in Mexico, it's primarily observed in the state of Puebla, where the 1862 battle victory against France took place. It is not a federal holiday, so banks and businesses remain open. And its celebrations are largely ceremonial, featuring military parades and reenactments of the Battle of Puebla. Wow. In the U.S., it serves as a widespread celebration of Mexican-American culture, heritage, and pride. Festivities are often commercialized, featuring parades, mariachi music, Mexican folk dancing, and widespread consumption of Mexican food, tacos, and margaritas. Mm-hmm. Popularized by beer and tequila advertising in the 1980s, cities like Los Angeles, Chicago, and Houston host massive events. So major differences between the two, obviously.
Oh yeah. I actually have a cousin in Mexico and he was like, people don't really give a shit about it here. I remember we had a conversation about it one year and he was like, why do people in the US make such a big deal out of Cinco de Mayo? And I was like, same reason why they do fucking anything. It's an excuse to party.
Exactly.
They don't know the history on it. They don't care to know the history on it.
So in honor of Cinco de Mayo, our Rant or Rave and Maybe It's Not That Bad segments will be Cinco de Mayo themed. But before that, it's time for our first Am I the Asshole?
Ooh!
So this story is titled, Am I the Asshole for Telling an ER Nurse to Stop Scolding Me After an Incident with a Dirty Wheelchair?
Okay.
I've been helping my mom out all week because she has a broken foot, driving her around, helping with groceries in the house. I am also female and 28. We were at the local hospital ER and the situation was a mess. When we got there, there were 0 wheelchairs available in the ER, so my mom had to use her crutches. She was absolutely exhausted and struggling. The triage nurse herself was the one who sent me to go find a wheelchair. I started to head out, but I was confused about where to go, so I came back to get further clarification. A paramedic standing there told me she didn't think there were any left in the main entrance, but the triage nurse told me she doesn't know what she's saying, she doesn't work here, I'm the one who works here and knows. The paramedic made a bit of a face, but she offered to walk me up anyway, since I'd never been to that part of the hospital, part of that building, the main entrance, or this hospital in general before. We got to the wheelchair stack, and I grabbed one from the exact pile the paramedic did. Hers was clean. Mine looked a little damp, But I'd been at a different hospital last week where they wiped everything down before putting it back, so I assumed it was just wet from disinfectant. When I get back to the ER, the triage nurse starts giving me a moral lecture. She starts saying I am inconsiderate and need to be more considerate of others and taking care of old people and be better, and acting like my mom, who was only in her 50s, was some senile patient I was neglecting. I never raised my voice and I never swore. I just calmly said, please stop scolding me. That apparently made it worse because then she started scolding me about the fact that I told her to stop scolding me. She kept going on and on about how I, again, need to do better and help the elderly. I had to say, please just stop several times before she finally quit. My mom was just super stressed and said I shouldn't have bothered saying anything, which is funny because my mom can be very much the same. But I truly don't think I did anything wrong. I was just trying to help my mom in a confusing situation and didn't think I deserved to be lectured like a child. I am also not a healthcare worker or taking care of the elderly in my day-to-day interactions, so I don't know. I felt like I was getting a lecture from a coworker almost. Am I the asshole for sticking up for myself?
No, that nurse sounds like a bitch. I don't like people like that. I mean, I don't like nurses like that, I should say, and there's fucking plenty. Yeah, no,
Even
I've
people
had,
like this.
well, yeah, but I'm saying like when you're in a, like nurses specifically, you're in a profession where people are largely in very vulnerable situations, either them or the people that are caring for them. Like there's a lot of unknowns. You're going to be a lot more familiar with things, especially inside that hospital, than anybody else that comes through those doors. So maybe don't be such a fucking dick. I don't know. Like, yeah, I would have done the same thing. No.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Especially your point to like she works there, so she knows.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, to play devil's advocate, because I know everybody fucking loves that. Nurses work, I mean, the pit.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Nurses work crazy fucking hours. So I can appreciate them getting stressed and overworked and all that kind of stuff. But to this level,
that's what I'm saying, though, is that you're in a profession where, like, it is high stress, and I sympathize with that, absolutely. But because you are in a high stress position, you need to be able to, like, flip that switch back and forth. You can't take your day out on somebody else. That's not how, like, that's just not how that works.
Especially when it's somebody, and I'm pretty sure I'd like to think that medical professionals think this way, but especially to that point, people that could potentially be having the worst day of their lives.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, there's a complete lack of consideration from her, honestly.
But to take it a step further, it doesn't even start with OP. It starts with a paramedic.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%. It sounds like she's just...
What the fuck is your beef with the paramedic,
I mean,
bro?
at best, you're having a bad day. At worst, you just fucking act like this all the time.
We'll see you next
Either
Tuesday.
way, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe that's not the right job for you. I don't know if that's how you're going to be acting towards people. Like, she said that she'd never been in, she didn't know where to go. She's not familiar with that hospital. Like, she's trying to find a fucking wheelchair to help her mom, and all you want to do is talk down to her and lecture her. Like, come on.
I will say the only thing, again, devil's advocate kind of thing, is that it doesn't say what time it is.
Even still.
But it doesn't really matter because it could be the middle of the night. And I've done 24-hour ops before, and you don't know tired until you're until you're fucking dead tired. And even if this nurse is in that situation, you need to go back to your training. I would hope that you would have to have that empathy and just that understanding that this person needs help and it could be confused or having the worst day of their lives.
Literally just the most basic bedside manner is all you have to give. That's it. Like, you don't...
I wonder if she was like, 25 years into her career. She's like, I'm fucking done.
Then go do something else.
Retire,
I don't
please.
know. I mean...
Retire, please.
It's...
There's no excuse for this
No,
behavior.
I hate it when nurses. I've had some bitchy nurses too, and like I don't even care. I'll go and fucking complain because like I can take it, but like God forbid you say that to somebody else. Like I remember one time I was like, oh, I think I might like have depression or something, and she was like, I think you're just sad. I told my doctor so fucking fast, and I never saw that nurse again.
Well, yeah, I'm sure.
So
that's
yeah, I don't know. I
not
don't.
okay.
Yeah, but I was like, you can't treat people like that.
No.
Like, I mean, I know I'm not gonna do it, but I was like, somebody could like right after they talk to you. So maybe
I
don't.
think the most important thing about that is actually reporting it, which leads
Yeah.
into our comments. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
So the verdict, obviously, both of our verdicts are very clear, right? Not the asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Reddit would agree, not the asshole. The first one is I'd report that nurse.
Yeah.
Just like you had said. Asking an untrained person to assist is one thing. Unusual, but whatever. Scolding them for not knowing protocol, ego.
Yeah.
Not the asshole.
Yeah.
Second one is not the asshole. I'm also an RN. Usually you can get comment cards at the hospital. I would report this. And also review on your town/region's Facebook page. Hospitals hate, in all caps, hate that shit going on social media. Name and shame them.
Yeah.
I fucking love that
Absolutely.
part.
You should.
Get that fucking name of that nurse and post it on their socials.
Yep.
And then just like you had said, you'll probably never see that nurse again.
Yeah. I mean, whether it means that she loses her job, she gets moved to a different department, whatever. I don't fucking care. Somebody needs to address it, though.
I don't think it matters what I mean, obviously, I don't want you to lose your job.
Well, obviously.
But I think you should, if you had this such poor bedside manner, right?
That part.
I think you need to not be forward facing to the
exactly
not clients.
The
the patients. There you
but
go.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say is obviously like I wouldn't immediately be like, I want her to lose her job. Like that's some extra Karen behavior. But if you do this, like you do that review or something, and then all these other people start coming in, then yeah, she
Sometimes.
might, and rightfully so, because if you've treated that many patients that way, you do not deserve to be in healthcare.
Sometimes that's what it takes, for something like a movement, if you want to call it
Yeah.
like that.
Well, yeah, because if
to
people
happen
don't talk.
Because people see one person stand up for themselves or, do this very thing. And then now everybody's like, well, hey, me too. And me too. Me too. Me too. And then all of a sudden you got a fucking movement and this fucking nurse is gone, So.
Yeah. So
The next one, this one is longer, but it
Okay.
stood out to me. That is nuts. I had to take my 74-year-old father, who I don't even consider elderly because he still gets around fine, to the ER recently, and 2 people met us at the door with a wheelchair. We hadn't called ahead or anything. I dropped him at the door because I didn't want him walking a lot since he had just had an ablation. I don't know what that is, but an ablation. I can't imagine them telling me to go find a wheelchair in some random hospital. Who wants to wander around an unfamiliar place, especially a hospital, looking for some stray wheelchair? Either way, you are obviously not the asshole. I am very non-confrontational, but if someone starts yelling at me, I will calmly tell them to stop once. After that, I match their energy.
Oh yeah.
And you are better than I, because I will match your energy fucking immediately.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely take that approach.
Oh, I
of
know you
like,
would.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm like, oh, let me try and diffuse it. I'll diffuse it real quick.
If you want
But
to,
if you're not, then like, you want to play?
if you want to fucking yell at me, there's no playing nice. Like I will
Yeah.
immediately match your bandwidth.
Yeah, I guess it
Immediately.
really just depends on how far I am, like in my day, Like, especially, again, I mean, I get like with this and stuff, but yeah, like when I was at the office, if it had been like a really long day and like my last client or something, if they gave me attitude, I'm not going to diffuse shit. I will give you attitude right back. It's my last fucking appointment. Please leave so I can leave too. Honestly.
If I'm in a really good mood, I would probably do that. I'd probably just be like, you know what? Can you calm down a little bit?
Yeah.
Right. But at the same time, like in this scenario, you're in a fucking emergency room.
Yes.
I'm not having a good day.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not having a good fucking
Yeah,
day.
that's what I'm saying too, is like there's obviously the difference in the professions and stuff. But yeah, especially that comment about the hospital, like going
They're
into
all comments on
random
hospitals.
Oh, sorry, about like having to go look around a random hospital that
mhm.
you've never been in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get so much fucking anxiety in hospitals because like I never know where anything goes. Like
Well, you have anxiety everywhere.
Well, yes, I know. But I'm saying because it's a new place and I'm like, oh my God, everything looks the same. All the hallways look alike. The floor is the same. The fucking walls are the same. I'm not looking at anything that's on the pictures, but I don't know. Like I definitely get lost. Like when we're in launch stool.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true, huh?
Yeah. I mean, you didn't know because you were in surgery all day, but.
Oh, I know. Well, before that, though, I still walk the halls. I know exactly what it looks like.
No, I'm saying when I was there while you were off doing your thing, I was with the kids.
It's very easy to get lost.
Yeah, there was a few times there that I was like, I don't know where we're at, guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, let's just try and turn around. Maybe we'll see something familiar.
It's just like an airport, though. You just have to go off signs, but you have extreme anxiety there, too. So let's not pull at that thread.
I know. I was going to say, that's not a great comparison.
We only have an hour and a half. Let's pull it back. All right, let's get into some rants or rave. You know the deal. You get 4 choices, and we'll see which ones you want to rant or rave about. And we're back to our Cinco de Mayo theme.
Oh, okay.
This week, we got holiday margaritas, Mexican food popularity spiking, Cinco de Mayo celebrations in the U.S., and mariachi music.
I'm inclined to rave about all of them.
Okay. You want to start from the top then?
Yeah.
Okay, so holiday margaritas.
I love a margarita. So, holiday or not.
I guess you don't need a holiday for that, huh?
It could be a Sunday.
Funny.
It doesn't need to
Do they
be.
have any is there like a holiday themed margarita, or is it just like I don't drink margaritas?
I only ever get a house margarita, so I don't know. I don't like the other flavors.
St. Patty's Day or something. They have like green or something.
Yeah,
but maybe Cinco de Mayo is just.
I don't I don't think I've ever like gone out for Cinco de Mayo.
Okay.
Now that I think about it,
do they upcharge? Do you know? For like margaritas on Cinco de Mayo or any holidays?
Probably if they have like a special one. I would say if they have a special, then they upcharge it. Otherwise, they're going to discount their regular.
Interesting.
That's probably
what I wonder if like some places, especially like maybe not here, like a regular bar, like a restaurant, but maybe if you go to one of these cities that actually has like a big like say it's like a place that does parades or stuff like that.
Oh,
I'm sure along that route, there's bars and stuff like that. They probably have, especially like picture like Vegas where they have the big fucking funnel one.
Exactly.
Or not funnel. What are those called? Where it's wide at the bottom, skinny in the middle, and then wide at the top.
Yeah, like they're the they're the
whatever
long
those
drinks.
are called.
That's just what we called them.
They probably
the long drinks.
have something like that, but upcharge it kind of thing.
Probably.
That's a big ass margarita.
I would think if there was maybe something that was like red, white, and green. I don't know, for the flag, maybe.
Yeah. Interesting.
Or like something with spice, like drinks with like tajin, probably.
That would be a weird margarita, but yeah, maybe.
Not really. It's just like a spicy margarita.
Oof. That's weird.
I don't know.
What about Mexican food popularity spiking? This is the day of Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, the day of?
Yeah.
I mean, not surprising. That
like people only hype it up one day a year, like it's not good year round kind of thing. People. I mean, yeah, basically.
I'm not surprised. What's new?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised at all.
Would you rant or rave about it? Because the rave could be, at least it gives the cuisine the spotlight it deserves.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if they're like hitting up, like the local like taco trucks or the local carniceria,
Fueling
like
the economy.
Yeah, if you're doing it that way, then I'm all for it. If you're going to Taco Bell, then
okay,
the fuck you're doing?
That's not Mexican food.
That's what they like.
That's a later topic.
Okay.
Cinco de Mayo celebrations in the U.S. What do you think? Rant or rave?
Again,
I have examples if you need them.
I want to rant because I think it's like hypocritical. But
why?
What do you mean? Why? Look at the way that immigrants are being treated in this country currently. And then people are going to turn around and celebrate Mexican culture. Like,
okay,
you weren't also just shouting about building a fucking wall.
I mean, that's not all the population.
No, I'm not saying all the population, but that's why I'm saying I think that when it comes to these special celebrations, sometimes they do feel hypocritical, especially when they're coming from certain people that fair. I'm like, the fuck are you celebrating right now?
Yeah.
You piece of shit.
Okay.
But
that's fair. I got the rant is completely takes away from what the holiday / celebration is even why the holiday or celebration is even a thing.
Because, yes and no, but
because that was kind of my point where I was heading was that right there is that like Cinco de Mayo, we covered St. Patty's Day and stuff like that, and when it translates to I don't know if translates the right word, but when it's comes Americanized. There you go. When it's Americanized, it completely loses the reason of being.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying the rant. That's where my rant comes in. Is that like it's not actually about what it is. It very rarely is. It's just about like how people can make money off of it, like
sometimes. And that might be something we can talk about later, but I do want to highlight one of the things that I said in the beginning was that the festivities are often commercialized, featuring parades, mariachi music, Mexican folk dancing, and widespread consumption of Mexican food, tacos, and margaritas. There's really nothing negative there. Right? Even though it is Americanized, it's still highlighting their culture and stuff like that. So I would say that there's still like right here, it serves as a widespread celebration of Mexican American culture, heritage, and pride. Yeah. So I mean, I think some people do it right, but at the same time, this holiday, just like St. Patty's Day, this holiday and how Americans celebrate it has nothing to do with, was it Puebla?
Yeah,
the battle against France.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's that's where my rant comes in. But more so, I would rave about it because, these celebrations don't have anything to do with it. But at the same time, if there was no celebration, then there would be no acknowledgement, and then it would just fade away. Yeah, so
that's true.
It's better that they happen than
Well, they say even bad publicity is
good publicity. Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean? Which is kind of like this, where like it may not highlight the reason for the holiday, but it still brings, like you said, it still brings awareness to the culture.
And then, I mean, it opens up opportunity like this, where like we talked about what the actual reason for the celebration of the day is.
Exactly.
So obviously not everybody's going to take the time to learn that, but maybe by little bits and pieces, more and more people will.
At least there are some people having that conversation.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, definitely rant for the, Americanized hypocrisy, but overall rave just because.
That's fair.
Like we said, it's good to have that awareness.
We've never talked about this. I know I have nothing to add to this topic. So hopefully you do. If not, we can move on. Mariachi music.
Oh, that shit makes me cry. I'm not even joking.
I know nothing about mariachi music.
It's like... just
that's the Mexican in you.
It is. It 100% is. There was one, I think it was like a baseball game where they had a mariachi band like do the music for the national anthem.
Okay.
And like, I bawled like a fucking baby. It was just beautiful. I don't know. I love it. It's just, it's so sweet. And then there's like, I don't know exactly what like the full sentiment is behind it, but I know that like it's supposed to be a very sentimental thing. So like if somebody were to gift you a mariachi band, like a genuine gift, it's supposed to be like a very meaningful thing. But yeah, I don't know like all the specifics behind it, but no, I think it's really beautiful music.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
I don't even think I've seen a mariachi band in like real life.
I haven't either.
I've seen on like shows.
I always, because I feel like in movies, it's always like, there's a mariachi band and they play loud music, and it's always like the like all that shit, they make a joke out of it. But when you actually listen to the beautiful music that they play,
I would say it's 50-50 for me, from at least my memory, from what I can remember. Is this 50-50? Because there are some things that I can't call out any specifics. I just have like the image in my head. But there are some romantic scenes that I've seen in movies and shows of a mariachi band. So it kind of plays off your point of it's as a sentimental kind of thing, you know what I mean? So I've seen that before, but I also have seen where it's like a joke kind of thing.
Or they're like, I hired a mariachi band to follow them around or something. like shit like that.
That's funny.
But no, I mean, if they were following me around, I'd be like, hey, play some of your greatest hits.
Oh, God. Greatest hits. Oh, God. All right, time for our next Am I the Asshole? So this story is titled, Am I the Asshole for Refusing to Leave My Room Early for the New Roommate? I, 26 female, lived in a duplex with 3 other female roommates. We lived on the lower level and the owners of the house lived on the second floor. I lived there for about a year, and then I decided to move into a townhome with another friend. I gave the owners plenty of notice that I intended to move out at the beginning of August. Okay, August. Mid-June, my roommate, Erica, 28 female, who had lived in the duplex the longest and acted as the liaison between our unit and the owners, asked if I could move out mid-July. Okay? A recent college graduate who the homeowners knew was planning to move to the area. She got a job in our city, and she needed to start her new job in July. She was going to be taking my spot in the duplex. I looked into the situation, and it worked out for me to move out mid-July. Okay? I agreed and thought all the plans were set. The end of June, Erica told me that the new girl was coming down early to get settled in her new room before she began her job. This meant, according to Erica, that I needed to move all my things out of my room ASAP so that the new girl could move in. The problem was that I couldn't move into the new place for a couple of weeks. I'm not quite sure how it was decided the new girl would come down early, but no one asked me. I was just told that it was happening. They said I could put all my stuff in the dining room, it was a large room, and still sleep on the couch in the house. I thought about it a little and said I wouldn't be moving out early. I would move out mid-July as agreed. The new girl came down early anyway and slept on the couch in Erica's bedroom. Erica told me that I was being selfish and I should have moved out for the new girl, that she is wasting her time by coming down early and not getting her room set up. She also said we all have to look out for each other and that she is inconvenienced. Hold what you got. And that she is inconvenienced by having the girl sleeping on her couch. I responded that it is a different thing sharing a room versus completely displacing myself. Plus, it would have made more sense to ask me if I could vacate my room in early July before anyone told the new girl she could come down. But I wonder if I am the asshole since I refused to leave the room.
No, not at all. And Erica's a twat.
Hashtag Erica's a twat.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. I don't care. Yeah. What? My question: Who told this girl that it was okay for her to come early? Was it Erica or was it the owners?
It's probably. So we're adding things to the story.
I know. Yeah,
but the thing that we can take from the story is that it says that the homeowners know. Does it say the girl's name? The new girl?
I don't think
so. Just Erica is all we know.
Okay.
So I think it sounds like the homeowners knew her.
They know the new girl.
The college graduate. Yep.
Okay.
A recent college graduate who the homeowners knew was planning to move to the area. She got a job in our city and she needed to start her new job in July. So the homeowners know, but then I think Erica is also as the liaison, I guess, between the renters and the homeowners. It may be like a kind of a 3-way thing.
Okay, so I guess since we don't know, we can't place any blame on that.
Right.
Regardless though, nobody talked to OP about having to leave earlier than what she's already leaving early. And then you're going to drop it on her that now she needs to leave 2 weeks earlier. Like it's not like it's 2 days. It's 2 weeks. Where is she supposed to go? Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's why when they were like, oh, you can just sleep on the couch. You mean in the home where I'm still paying rent for the room that I'm supposed to be sleeping in? I'm going to be sleeping in my room that I'm still paying for, because if I have to sleep on the couch, I will not be paying for fucking shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, what do you
prorated kind of thing?
Figure out what you want. Like,
but even then, like I already paid, so like I'm staying here.
I mean, yeah, no,
you know?
It really wouldn't be like there wouldn't be an option. Honestly, is a rhetorical question.
Yeah,
it was.
Well, the only thing is that even if you try to argue that point, I don't think you would get your money back for that month because you're still staying in the dwelling. So even still, to avoid that situation, I would just stay in the fucking room.
I mean, yeah, that's the end of it, really.
Yeah.
I would definitely track down who told the new girl that it was okay for her to come early. And then for them to be like, oh, she's wasting her time coming down here early. Whose fucking fault was that?
Why did you tell her?
Who
to do
told
that?
her that she could come?
Yeah, you should have just waited.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, also, why were you guys having this conversation without talking to the person who is currently living in the room where she needs to be? Like, did nobody think about this at all? And then you're talking about how, oh, we need to look out for each other. You don't really seem to give a fuck about what's going to happen to me because you're trying to kick me out and get somebody in here real quick. Like, from the sounds of it, you don't care if I sleep on the couch or if I sleep on the street. So I'm going to sleep in my room where I'm comfortable.
Yeah, this brings up a good question because now I'm a little confused as to the location of the couch. So
That's another thing I was going to say.
They said I could put all my stuff in the dining room. It was a large room, so that's good. And still sleep on the couch at the house, right?
Yes.
So the new girl came down early anyway and slept on the couch in Erica's bedroom. So, okay, so let's conceptualize this real quick, right? So I move out of the room because I'm a nice fucking person, right? And let this new girl move in. All my shit goes in the living room or the dining room, dining room, right? Now I'm sleeping in Erica's bedroom, so now we're back at square one.
Well,
we're at the same fucking...
Yeah, even then. I mean, yeah, I forgot that was one thing that I was going to point out too, was like, if there's just the one couch, why is it only in Erica's room? And then if OP was being told that she could go sleep on the couch, say it was in the living room, then why is the new girl sleeping on the couch in Erica's room and Erica's acting like she's being put out for it?
I think that's the only couch.
Like,
That's what I'm assuming.
I mean, no matter what.
Because you got to think it's a house that's split in half. So I'm assuming there's only the one couch, I guess. I don't know.
It's a duplex, though. That's like what we used to live in. We still had a full living room.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't say. But exactly what you just said, though, is it doesn't make sense. If there were two couches, then why is the new girl sleeping in Erica's room when there's a new one? But again, it comes back to square one where, okay, if I were to move out because I'm a nice person and I want this new girl to get comfortable in my old room, apparently, all my stuff goes into the dining room. I'm sleeping on the only couch that's in the house, presumably. That's in Erica's fucking bedroom.
Yeah.
You're still inconvenienced by somebody sleeping in your fucking room. So, like,
no matter what.
Who came up with this fucking plan?
Who set that system up?
Exactly. So it doesn't
know.
make any fucking sense.
No matter what, at the end of the day, OP, you're not the asshole.
I agree. That's my verdict as well.
Yeah.
And Reddit would agree with you.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to say they were split. I was like,
No,
wow.
I don't know. I didn't see anything about split. Pause for dramatic effect. The first comment is not the asshole. You had already agreed to move out earlier than you wanted, and then they demanded even more from you. The next one is, this is in quotes, we all have to look out for each other, yet you weren't consulted about any of these changes. You were expected to be willfully inconvenienced while they went on their merry way. You did the right thing. She can continue sleeping on the couch, not the asshole. The last comment that I found was, absolutely not the asshole. You already made a big accommodation by changing your move out date to the new date they requested. The audacity to suddenly ask you to move out 2 weeks earlier and sleep on the couch? Not the asshole.
Yeah, 100%.
And I agree, because that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, she already pushed her timeline to the left, and now you want even more? Yeah. Doesn't make any sense.
No.
All right, time for Maybe It's Not That Bad. This one is about something that most people hate, but you actually don't mind or you think wouldn't be that bad. And we're back to our theme.
Okay.
So this week we got day drinking, Americanized Mexican food, U.S. commercializing other countries' holidays, and parades for everything.
Oh, wow. I feel like we just talked about parades for everything.
Do you want to?
I
don't think so. Parades for everything?
I thought we did when we St. Patrick's. I don't know. Anyway, what was the first one again?
Day drinking. This is specifically for like holidays.
And place, I guess.
Holidays.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it still depends on the holiday, I guess.
Cinco de Mayo.
I don't know. I guess maybe if I went to like the festival things or
Which
something.
is a Tuesday, by the way.
But I mean, I don't think I've ever gone to one, and I've never just been like, Cinco de Mayo. Like, no, I don't.
Was that your spicy voice?
Yes.
That's a spicy quesadilla.
Because yes, because that's how people act on Cinco de Mayo. They have no fucking sense. No, I mean, I don't think I've ever just been like, Cinco de Mayo, let's drink. I don't think so.
I would personally say that it is that bad. I understand why people do it. Americans are always looking for a reason to day drink.
Yeah.
But I think people that fights just start.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just
exactly.
People just get rowdy
That's why,
and then all that kind of shit. So
yeah,
it would definitely be. It is that bad for me.
That's fair.
So I mean,
yeah. What was the next one?
Americanized Mexican food, which I know you love.
All I think of is Tex-Mex.
That's exactly what that is.
Yuck.
That is Americanized Mexican food, in my opinion.
I hate Tex-Mex. So gross.
One of my examples that I knew that you would love that I made up. It tastes like real Mexican food, but it's still familiar.
Ugh. That's so gross.
But it tastes like mayonnaise. U.S. commercializing other countries' holidays.
That's so gross.
What do we think?
What's new?
Yeah. But
yeah.
well, okay. But let's back up though. Is it that bad?
I mean, probably. Like, sociologically, probably.
Okay. So you want my two examples?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one is bring some visibility to the holiday, even if it is wrong. Just like you were saying. I think that comes into the equation because it does bring that not bad publicity, but it brings the awareness, right? But it's just another reason to jack up the price on everything and sell more products.
Exactly. Yeah, because that's really what everything has become, is just another reason, like, to sell shit. That's all that anything is. Yeah, I mean,
that actually directly plays into my fourth topic.
What was the fourth one again?
The parades for everything.
Yeah, that's the same thing. It's just
because, in my opinion, parades. So the reason for people to get together is one of them, but the one that I'm kind of leaning towards is just the sheer amount of parades that we have in the U.S. You're forced to stare at a bunch of ads. That's what parades have become.
That's what I was just gonna say. Is I feel like I swear we just had this conversation that at the St. Patrick's Day parade, I feel like there was more ads than there was like anything else. Like there wasn't a whole lot for entertainment. Even like the people that were in the cars. Like I said, back in the day, it used to be like, oh yeah, let's, or paid to like be a part of this parade or something, and we'll like have our like family business logo, but then like we'll also have a bunch of candy and like throw it out to everybody and blah blah blah. There wasn't any of that. There was people were barely even fucking waving as they were driving. All they wanted to do was to get their brand logo out there. That's it. And it's like,
it's exactly what it's become.
It's a waste of my time to come down here and just stare at the shit that you guys are advertising. Yeah,
it's just another reason to jack up the price on everything and sell more products.
Yeah.
And some of that is with these fucking floats, and not even like, a lot of them don't even like make floats anymore. They'll just like put their ads or their logo or whatever on the side of a car or in their whatever, right?
They'll make like a tarp or a fucking, whatever. Yeah.
And it's just a bunch of vehicles driving by. Like the St. Patty's Day one, I don't think I've ever been to a Cinco de Mayo parade. I know they exist, but I know we were just at the St. Patty's Day one, and I think I even asked a question during that episode. I was like, how is St. Patrick's Day being celebrated in this parade? It's just a bunch of fucking ads.
That's all it was. They had like the Irish dancer from like that school or whatever, but like that was it. Yeah. They didn't really have much else.
It was a very long parade. It
was boring as fuck.
There were maybe a couple sections,
like
independent sections, spaced way the fuck out.
There really
that
wasn't
were anything to do with St. Patty's Day. And like, I mean, like somebody dressed in green or like that.
That's pretty much it.
What was it? What did you say? What was that group?
The Irish.
Yeah, the Irish.
Is it step dancers?
Yeah,
Irish
whatever it was.
Dancing? Yeah.
But like, it was very like what is it like few and far between.
Yeah.
Is that the so like it was just so spread out.
Yeah,
you know?
there just wasn't much of anything. There wasn't nobody really looked like they were happy to be there. Whether they were in the parade or watching, honestly, like
Exactly.
as the more it went on, the less and less exciting people looked.
Yeah.
Like,
So I would say, I mean, I guess I don't know, parades, I think I'm less 50-50 than what I thought. I think I'm more, it is that bad.
I think it's getting worse. Yes.
Yeah, but the U.S. commercializing other countries' holidays, I'm a little I'm a little more than 50-50, leaning more towards it's not that bad because like we had said a couple times,
Yeah.
is at least it brings awareness, even if it doesn't highlight, like for example, like we covered the St. Patty's Day,
Yeah.
right? What it actually is, what the celebration is in Ireland and what it is in the States, completely
Yeah.
different, but it still brings general awareness, right? Same with this. You know, it doesn't highlight I don't know how you would highlight the Battle of fucking Puebla of 1862 or whatever
Yeah.
against France, but at least it brings awareness to
Yeah.
Mexican culture.
That's true.
So I think there is something good that comes out of it, even if it's very
for the wrong reasons.
very what's the word?
Misconstrued.
It's misconstrued. There you go. Yeah.
It could be.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
But at least it still brings awareness. So yeah,
Is that the right word?
I think so.
I don't know.
Sounds right. All right, time for the feel good for the week because it's important to know that there's still good shit happening in the world. And I got a surprise for everybody. We got an update on the Bali story.
What? Really?
She reached out to me tonight with an update.
Shut the fuck up.
Yep. We've covered this story in 2 different parts so far. The first was the initial story that described a couple's destination wedding to Bali. Within that story, we're introduced to Gemma, who we find out was flown out and put up in a hotel by the bride and groom to attend the wedding along with other guests and family. Now, Gemma accepted and used the flight and room, but ended up skipping out on the wedding. This part ended with our OP threatening legal action against Gemma, which is where the hashtag #FuckGemma was born. And I take full fucking credit for that. The second part was Gemma threatening to come at OP with her own financial audit of their friendship that included being reimbursed for every favor ever done, basically. It's shortly after this that they're supposed to go to court. Now, this is just a brief description of the story. If you're unfamiliar with the story, go check out those shorts or episodes that cover it more in depth. We'll try to link those in this episode description. So
Okay.
Try to remind me.
I think, the first one, the original Bali story was episode 60.
Okay.
And it was like anxiety, I think gameplay with like video or something like that.
And then the update was the Bali update within the title.
Yeah, I think it had to be like the following week or something
Right.
like that. Like maybe 1 or 2 the Rant Files after.
So obviously we'll clip this to be a short, but then this will also be part of the episode. So we'll try to put those links in there.
Yes.
So this is where we were left wondering what happened at court, and I'm here to give it to you. So this story is titled "The Final Update to the Bali Story."
Oh, the final update? No, I want to know more.
Well, no, this is where it ends.
Ugh.
This is where it ends. Sorry that I haven't updated in a while. I've been trying to get my ducks in a row before I proceed with everything. While doing that, I was going through photos from Bali and ended up on the Instagram page of a local photographer who took pictures of me and my husband during a sailing excursion we went on. I was scrolling through their page and looking at random groups when I saw a very familiar face. It was Gemma and a man. And it wasn't John. It was a man I had never seen before. There were multiple photos. One where they were just sitting down with drinks. One with Gemma and the guy wrapping his arm around her. And one of them kissing. That's when everything clicked. My wedding was the day after everyone landed, which is why I never saw her at all. Not at the hotel, not around town, nothing. I just assumed that she was trying to lie low around town to avoid a confrontation with me. She didn't skip my wedding because John didn't feel like going or that my wedding ruined the illusion of the trip being their honeymoon. She skipped it because she wasn't there with John, but with another man. After seeing this photo of her and her affair partner, I decided to do my own detective work. I went to her Instagram page and tried to see if I could find the guy's Instagram page in her following list or follower list. Nada. I tried to see if any guy that remotely looked like him was in her likes or comments. Nope. I felt defeated until I remembered about Gemma's small pottery Instagram account, and boom, I found him. Let's say his name is Ryan. Ryan had several photos that were taken in Bali on his page. He even had a photo of himself in the hotel room that I paid for. I was beyond pissed and just wanted to get my money back and just be done with Gemma altogether. On the day of our court date, I told my side, showed the judge the text messages, and explained that I paid for her trip so she could attend my wedding and she didn't show up. Gemma claimed that the trip was a gift for her new marriage and not contingent on attending. I didn't even have to bring up the fact that she didn't bring John because the judge didn't buy Gemma's story. I was awarded the full amount back. Gemma walked out of the courtroom without even looking at me. I know she was pissed. And as expected, she went straight to Instagram, and this time she didn't hold back at all. She started posting about me on her story, calling me a bitch, saying that's why I can't have kids.
Bitch!
Posting photos of me, calling me fat, saying that she'll go spit on the grave of my dead grandmother. Just diabolical mean girl stuff. The last time she brought our drama to social media, I ignored it, but not this time.
We didn't ignore it either, girl.
I know what I did next was stooping to her level, but I didn't care. I posted the photo of her kissing Ryan on my story and tagged her and John in it.
Oh my God!
I captioned it, "Sorry we missed you in Bali. Hope you had fun." Within minutes, she began spamming my phone. She was calling, texting, leaving voicemails, screaming at me. And before I blocked her on everything, I messaged her one last time. I said, "You should have just come to my wedding."
Damn! Fuck Gemma! Oh my God! Ah! Oh. That's the best thing that ever happened.
Yep, and that's our feel good. That's our feel good for the week.
That was the best feel good you've ever had.
So hashtag fuck Gemma still. I talked to OP directly. And I told her about how this got so much traction, and it's up to, I want to say, I think it's 4.5 million on Instagram. And I told her, and she's like, oh my God. So she went, she gave us a follow.
Oh, thank you.
Yep, on the podcast. So appreciate you, OP. I'm not going to share any of her information because she didn't ask me to or anything.
No.
If she hops on Instagram and says that it's her, then by all means.
Yes, you are welcomed here with open arms.
I'm not going to be the one. But yeah, definitely appreciate it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is, oh my God.
Yeah,
how
so
satisfying.
Wow, it was crazy because while I was writing this, while I was building this episode, she messaged me.
That's crazy.
I was almost done building it, and I saw the Reddit message come up, and I was like, oh shit, she's the only one I talked to on Reddit.
Yeah.
And I opened it, and I read the message, and I was like, oh, fuck.
Is that why you needed more time?
Yeah.
You.
And I was like, so originally I had it as my second Am I the Asshole story.
Oh, wow.
But then I transitioned from the second Am I the Asshole to the maybe it's not that bad. And I was like, I can't fucking.
Nah.
You can't transition
You can't.
from the end of this to a fucking other segment. Like, this is it. And so I was like, you know what? This is the feel good. So then I had to go back and look for another Am I the Asshole story.
Yeah, no, this was 100%. Yep. Hands down, best ever. And honestly, yeah, we have, like, my phone is still constantly going off with hashtags for fuck Gemma.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, yes, your story is being spread far and wide. Literally, not a single comment is on that bitch's side. So just so you know, OP.
No, she
I'm
said,
not even joking when I say you are welcomed here with open arms. Everybody fucking loves you.
She said she was going through the comments and she didn't know that there were so many.
Yeah.
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 So it was fucking wild.
Yeah.
There is everybody that's been asking.
Yes.
That is your final update.
Wow.
That is the final update
God.
to the Bali story.
Oh.
And I think it ends perfectly too. And I said, you should have just come to the wedding.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Hashtag fuck Gemma.
You should have just come to
Before we wrap up,
Ooh.
we want to let everybody know, we want to hear from you, whether you agree, disagree, have some topic request, or maybe you have your own Am I the Asshole or even a feel-good story. We want to hear about it. So feel free to drop a comment, send us a direct message, or email us. All of our links and information is available at our website, which is therantingpodcast.com. Anything you want to add before we wrap up?
Hashtag fuck Gemma. for the last time.
Oh yeah, I think this one's gonna blow up too. I think
Yeah.
this one's gonna be big because this is. I mean, everybody's been asking.
Yeah, people,
Everybody.
so many people are like, tag me with the update, tag me with the update. And like,
Yep.
even today, I had like a handful of comments that are like, has there been an update? Is there any update? And I'm like,
I was thinking about, because it's still a week out, I was thinking about asking Allie to edit this now and then just we fucking release it. And that way you can make a short and push it out.
Damn, that's a good idea.
I think we have to, because this is on Reddit.
Oh, it's on Reddit.
She did send it. Yeah. So I was like, hey, or she reached out to me and she's like, hey, I posted that final update.
Yeah.
So I hopped on and I looked at it and I was like, fuck, this is on Reddit. So I was like, so obviously I formatted it and everything. And I reached out to her and I was like, hey, like, do you mind just like taking this off until like next Tuesday? Like, you owe me nothing. So you can absolutely say no, but like your story. And that's when I went into like, your story hit like 4.5 million people, right?
Yeah.
And everybody's rooting for you. But like, this episode doesn't come out until Tuesday, and you launched it. You updated it on Tuesday prior when we're recording it. So I was like, but it doesn't sound like she's going to. I don't think she's going to.
That's fair.
Which is fine. It's her story. But she apologized and everything. I was like, look, don't even fucking worry about it. Like, this is your story.
It is your story.
But now I need to play off of that because like, with the set,
she was gonna give us the exclusive too.
That's okay. It's your fucking story. And like I told her, the most important thing to us is that like she got hers. And like she fucking did the damn thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
So
yes,
it's your story and you deserve every bit of it.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we can ask her to.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah.
At the very least, like, edit this portion and I can make a clip.
Well, no, because people are going to want to see the episode.
I know.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we might just have to push this one out earlier.
Yeah. I'll have to hit her up and be like, hey, this is a big one.
Yeah.
4.5 million people are waiting on this update.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. But anyways, all right, that's it for us. If you like the show, feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see everyone next week.
Yay!
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.